So welcome to the first edition of Wedge Wednesday, where what we'll do is on each Wednesday we'll look at all things to do with wedge play, including chipping, pitching and some really general short game stuff. But I thought today what would be a good idea would be just to start with just looking at how we play a basic chip and run. We're effectively 5-10 yards off the edge of the green, and we're not looking to do anything special here. We're just looking to land the ball onto the green and let the ball run out, and this shot gives people the fits, it really does. So to start with, a quick bit about the setup, just simplify it all. Let's get the ball in the center. Let's keep the heels about club head distance apart, nothing too fancy. Try and make sure that your shirt buttons are somewhat to the front side of the golf ball, and the shaft of the club will lean forward ever so slightly. From the down the line view, do just make sure that you keep the shaft of the club just raised up a little bit. Don't let it get too low. Just make sure that the handle is raised up. You may almost feel that the toe of the club is very slightly into the ground. And then from there, it's one of the more simpler motions really. All we're looking to try and do is just keep your arms moving backwards and forwards. I think a key here is that the right palm is going to constantly stay facing down. That's a really good thought for you playing this shot. Keep the right palm facing down the whole swing. Don't let the palm start coming up towards you. That's when we start to see too much of this stuff, and that never ends well. You're either going to touch the ground early or you're going to start hitting the ball about halfway up. So ball centered, feet like we said quite close together, shirt button slightly forward of the ball. Just get the handle up a little bit and then just concentrate on keeping that right palm what would just feel like he stays facing the ground, if you like, throughout the whole swing. We don't want to see this sort of motion where the palm comes back towards you. And a great thought that I got from Martin Hall, who hosts the School of Golf on Golf Channel, if I come in a little bit closer you'll see, is to imagine that there was a pencil stuck on the top of the grip of your wedge, and when you just grip the club with your right hand, you'll see the sharp edge of the pencil, which is pushing close to my right forearm. Ideally, when you play the shot, you don't want to stab yourself with the end of the pencil. We don't want this kind of stuff going on. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your score as well as your arm. So I think that's a great visual when you play this shot, and you can see that means I have to keep the bend then in the back of that right wrist. So just have a little go at that, thinking about where the right palm faces and keeping that right palm facing down. More to come in the next few Wedge Wednesdays.